Have you ever found yourself wondering, is she into me? You catch a certain look. A small smile. A moment that feels charged, but you're not sure. You try to play it cool, but internally, your mind starts spinning. You replay the interaction in your head. You analyze her tone, her posture, her timing. You start searching for signs, wanting to know if what you're feeling is real, or just your imagination. This is where most men go wrong. They fall into the trap of overthinking, overanalyzing, and letting their emotions hijack their clarity. That's when uncertainty takes over. Insecurity creeps in. Confidence fades. But it doesn't have to be that way. You see, attraction isn't always spoken. Most of the time, it's shown. Through micro-expressions. Through tone. Through movement and body language. And if you know how to read these subtle cues, you can move through life with a kind of quiet certainty. But to interpret them well, you need more than just knowledge. You need discipline of the mind. You need emotional steadiness. You need the tools that Stoic philosophy provides. Stoicism teaches you to stay rooted in reality. To observe clearly, without clinging. To navigate emotion without being overwhelmed by it. So in this video, I'll show you 3 powerful, yet easy to miss signs that a woman is secretly attracted to you, and how to recognize them with the clarity and calm of a Stoic mind. If you're into mastering emotional control, building real connection, and thriving through self-discipline, hit that subscribe button and join the Stoic Thryve community. Let's dive in. 1. Eye contact that says more than words. Let's start with something incredibly simple, but extremely revealing. Her eyes. We live in a world where words are everywhere, texting, talking, noise. But when it comes to real attraction, the eyes often speak first, and louder than anything she'll ever say. If a woman is attracted to you, her eyes will linger. Not just casually, but intentionally. Maybe it's a glance that lasts just a second too long. Maybe she locks eyes with you during a group conversation, and doesn't look away immediately when you meet her gaze. Maybe she watches you from across the room, then quickly turns away when you catch her. That's not nothing. That's instinct. It's her subconscious breaking through the surface. You may also notice her pupils dilate when she's around you or when you say something that excites her. It's a biological response to interest and arousal, one that's impossible to fake. These are not things people do intentionally. They're responses the body makes when it feels safe, engaged, or drawn in. But here's where most men make a mistake. They take a single look and build a fantasy around it. They project meaning, assume desire, and begin chasing something that might not be there. That's not awareness, that's ego trying to control the narrative. And this is where Stoicism makes the difference. As a Stoic, your job is to observe the sign, not to attach to it. You stay grounded in your own reality. You don't get pulled into wishful thinking. You recognize her eye contact as a possible signal, not a guarantee. Think of it like this. If you walk past a tree and its leaves rustle, you don't assume it's calling your name. You acknowledge the wind. You keep walking. With women, it's the same. You notice the energy, but you don't let it define your next move. That's strength. That's control. Your peace doesn't come from her attention. Your power comes from not needing it. So next time you catch her looking at you, and especially if it happens more than once, don't chase it, don't react emotionally. Just let it be what it is. A sign. A window. A moment. Whether it leads somewhere or not, your value stays the same. 2. Her body faces you even when her words don't. Let's talk about a signal that's even more ancient than language: body orientation. You see, long before we learned to speak, humans communicated through movement, posture, and physical positioning. And even today, the body still reveals the truth, especially when words are hiding it. When a woman is attracted to you, her body will often betray her interest before she's even consciously aware of it. If she's consistently turning her torso, shoulders, and feet toward you, that's not random. It's her body leaning into the connection. You might be at a party or in a group setting, and while she's talking to someone else, her feet are still pointed at you. She might shift her position subtly to get closer to you, even if the conversation doesn't include you. Or she sits in a way that opens her posture, uncrossed arms, shoulders relaxed, legs uncrossed and angled in your direction. What she's doing, without realizing it, is removing barriers between you. She's making space, physically, for your presence. That's attraction in motion. Now here's the catch. A lot of men miss this entirely because they're too focused on what she's saying. They're hanging on to her words, trying to decode if she likes them based on banter or tone. But words are often guarded. Body language is not. Stoicism teaches us to look beyond appearances, to see what's real, not just what's said. So instead of getting caught in surface-level interpretation, zoom out. Watch her energy, her orientation, her comfort around you. But remember this: just because a door opens doesn't mean you walk through it without presence. A Stoic doesn't assume. He acknowledges. He remains steady. She may turn her body toward you today, and away from you tomorrow. And that's okay. Her behavior is hers. Your identity, your self-worth, your center, those stay rooted in what you control. You aren't here to read signs so you can manipulate the outcome. You're here to see things clearly, move with purpose, and respond from a place of grounded awareness. So when her body speaks, listen. When it aligns with yours, notice. But don't let it pull you off your path. Let the world lean toward you. You don't lean toward the world. 3. She mirrors your movements, your energy, and even your words. One of the most quietly powerful signs of attraction is mirroring. It's subtle. It's subconscious. And when it happens, it tells you something deeper than a compliment ever could. When someone is drawn to you, really attuned to your presence, their body begins to sync with yours. It's not forced. It's not fake. It just happens. She might begin to copy your posture. If you lean back, she leans back. If you tilt your head, a few seconds later, she does the same. If you adjust how you're sitting or holding your drink, watch closely, she may follow without even realizing it. It's not just about physical gestures either. Sometimes, she starts using your phrases. Picks up your energy. Matches your pace. If you're chill, she softens. If you're passionate, she lights up too. This is called behavioral mirroring, and it comes from a part of the brain designed for connection. It's one of nature's ways of building rapport. You mirror the people you trust. The people you want to feel closer to. The ones who have captured your attention. But here's where Stoic wisdom sharpens your awareness. Just because someone mirrors you doesn't mean you have to pursue them. Mirroring is a sign, not a command. You're not here to react impulsively to every spark of chemistry. You're here to see it, feel it, and remain steady within it. The Stoic man isn't impressed by flattery, or thrown off by attention. He welcomes connection but doesn't cling to it. He doesn't shift his identity to keep her interest. He doesn't try to become more entertaining, more impressive, or more likable. Instead, he stays in rhythm with his own energy. And if she naturally joins that rhythm, good. If she doesn't, that's fine too. Because your goal isn't to be mirrored. Your goal is to be whole. And when you live that way, calm, clear, and complete within yourself, people will be drawn to you without even knowing why. So if she's mirroring you, take note. Smile internally. Acknowledge the moment. But don't lose yourself in it. That's what Stoic attraction looks like. Quiet confidence. Zero neediness. Complete presence. So, what do these signs really tell you? A woman's attraction isn't always obvious. It doesn't scream. It whispers. Through a lingering glance, the way her body orients toward yours, the way her energy quietly syncs with your rhythm. These are the subtle cues that speak volumes, if you're calm enough to notice. But don't forget this. Noticing is not the same as needing. That's where most men fall. They become attached to signs. Obsessed with outcomes. Hungry for proof. And that's where Stoicism changes the game. You don't read these signs so you can chase validation. You read them so you can move through the world with clarity. With confidence. With emotional self-discipline. You're not trying to control her response, you're mastering your own. Whether she's interested or not, you remain whole. Your self-worth is internal. It's not borrowed from anyone else's behavior. You observe. You remain grounded. You respond with intention. That's the Stoic way. If this video gave you something to think about, drop a like to support the channel. Share it with someone who's been second-guessing signals. And if you're on a journey to build emotional resilience, purpose, and power in your relationships and in yourself, subscribe and become part of the Stoic Thryve community. New videos drop every week to help you master your mind and thrive in a chaotic world. Until next time, stay grounded, stay sharp, and keep thriving.